Wildcard weekend. Now that the regular season is behind us, we have, it's all said and done, and it's now we're playing for keeps, and we've got an opportunity now with this show, which we've never been able to really do before. We're going to go through all the games that are coming up this weekend and give our 2 cents on them and chat about them, and it's just going to be so exciting. I just can't wait. Unfortunately, we have to get this game out of the way though, because I think
shout out to Six Flags Magic Mountain in the chat. Just noticed that. Great username.
Six Flags Magic Mountain. That is a great
I don't
name.
know if that's official, but shout out.
So, this first game, let's do the AFC first. Big Ben thought it was his last game. Turns out it's not, because the Colts.
He was ready. He was ready for the beer after that game.
Did you see his face when they won?
He was like, "Here it is."
He literally was like this.
No, but we were joking.
It was expressionless.
Before it. We were joking, weren't we?
Oh,
Because we were like, "Oh, here it is." He when they were losing, we were like, "Here it is. We're about to. This is nearly it. I can go. Finally be the piece of shit that I actually am." But nope.
Nope, he's got one more game.
One more week.
And to that point, yeah, literally, I mean, it literally is going to be one more week. I don't like to speak in absolutes, but does anybody think the Steelers are going to beat the Chiefs?
No.
God, it'd be fun if they did.
They would have to run the Chiefs into the ground, and I don't even think they'll be able to do that.
Let us know in the chat if you think the Chiefs are going to get a beat.
Yeah, who we got, chat? Chiefs or Steelers?
Type C for Chiefs or S for Steelers. Vote now.
Because I'm not going to lie. I think they're going to go to Arrowhead and, like they did a couple of weeks ago, get their asses kicked up and down the park for 40 minutes.
I would just love Steelers
45
front
minutes,
7.
60 minutes.
I would just love the Steelers front 7 to absolutely. How do you not know how many minutes are in a game?
It was just in that moment.
You've been watching this game since you were like a kid.
Yeah, but my maths is getting worse. I can't. I've got too much OBS knowledge in my brain now to factor in maths.
Big Ben to the flat all night, baby. Love that.
And not even he can't even hit the flat sometimes. It's crazy.
I would love to see a final Big Ben scramble, terrible Big Ben scramble for a touchdown. I think that would make my playoffs.
I
just
think
to
he
see
would
that.
pass out before he made it a significant number of yards.
TJ Watt to sack Mahomes. Yeah, I get that. I like that. I think that Steelers front 7 in the defense is pretty scary. It's Mike Tomlin though, isn't it? He's
It's a great defense.
You never know. Keep Mahomes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, keep him off the field with the 3-yard slant gains. Yeah,
I just want unnecessary first down celebrations from Chase Claypool to ultimately.
Well, it is the TikTok bowl as defined by social media, because we got Chase Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Jackson Mahomes.
You got the halftime show from Jackson Mahomes.
Oh man. I feel bad. I feel like I always get so worried when Jackson Mahomes comes up, because it's just so easy to dislike him.
People need to lay off the homophobia with that kid.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't think any of us are supporting that. I mean, and also there's plenty to criticize him about. Comment on the fact that he seems like he's an awful person. Just go straight to that. The fact that he doesn't, he danced on Sean Taylor's memorial number or abused a restaurant on social media because they didn't seem to give him exactly what he wanted. There's plenty to have a go at. You know what I mean? But anyway,
sing the national anthem. I would love that a cappella as well. It'd have to be a cappella.
But he's doing that. I can walk you down the aisle. All right. So hang on a minute. Did I get any steps? Did I get any stats for?
Well, I don't know. We probably don't need.
I have no stats for this. I just think the Chiefs are going to be too strong on defense, because I don't think the Steelers' offense has been consistent enough this season.
I'm saying the Steelers are winning. I don't care what anyone else thinks.
Well, I love the confidence. I have
walkway.
Little faith in that, but
let's go Steelers.
I think if Chris Jones is healthy, I think they win. I think that'll be a big difference.
Yeah, I just think in Arrowhead, Mahomophobes. No, I don't think someone said that.
Steelers, like Ben, when they win, is going to run to the halfway line where the arrow is, or whatever, and he's going to crack 2 beers together, just like
Stone Cold style,
and like and be like, I'm still here, baby. Like, you can't get rid of me now.
In fairness, the Broncos did win a Super Bowl with an elite defense and a QB who should have retired the year before. So it's not like it's not been done. So I'm not saying that I want the Chiefs to definitely win, because ideally I want less good teams to play in the playoffs and potentially in the Super Bowl. But
the Steelers, no, I'm not even going to say it. I was going to be like, can you imagine if they went and did it again, like?
Just one more time.
Like, Ben is so bad. He managed to pull out like the greatest playoff run like form you've ever seen. Like,
retire as a 3-time Super Bowl champ.
God, that'd be so good.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we. I think we're in agreement. We think the Chiefs are going to win, apart from Nate, who wants the Steelers to win.
My heart says the Steelers, but my head says the Chiefs. But I'm going with heart.
A slightly more competitive game and a divisional game. I think the reason the Steelers Chiefs annoyed me was because it's like, if the Chargers Raiders game had tied, then the Raiders would have played the Chiefs, and that would have been a great game. And then the Bengals would have played the Chargers. That would have been a great game. And then we would have also had the Bills Patriots, which is the next game that we need to discuss. Who do we think is going to win that? What do we like here with that?
I like the Patriots odds here.
What?
Wow,
interesting.
I think they've been to so many playoffs. Like, it's Bill Belichick in his prime spot, playoff time. I think that he will outcoach the Bills.
It's in Buffalo.
I don't. It's. I mean,
but then to be fair, that works.
Like, there's no weather advantage from it being a Buffalo.
There potentially will.
Yeah,
be.
There is.
Well, no, but like they got similar climates, surely. Both
no,
Patriots and the Bills.
I think Buffalo's they're snowy. They're more snowy. Buffalo.
Buffalo is like really cold.
No, the Foxborough is also really cold as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I know.
I think it won't be as bad.
Also, new followers, drop a follow. We're trying to get to 50 followers, guys. Hit that follow
button.
I'm
pretty sure Massachusetts.
New content every Monday.
I don't know, maybe, but like I think it also like did the Patriots lose both games to the Bills this season?
No, the Patriots beat the Bills.
They beat the Bills in Buffalo, and then Buffalo went to them and beat them.
Okay.
I just really believe that Belichick will have an answer for the Bills. I think the Bills have struggled against them this season, and I think that it'll be the same. It'll be tight. It could go either way, but I think the Patriots could grind it out.
That's interesting that you say that, because I think the opposite. I think that as much as I back Belichick's playoff experience, I think Mac Jones' decline in the last few games. I know they beat the Jags by 50 points, but like that doesn't really mean anything, especially when you got Belichick and against a rookie QB. I think this is going to come down to who has the better quarterback, and I think Josh Allen has obviously 10 times the playmaking abilities that Mac Jones does. Did you know that Davis Mills in the back end of the season, post-Halloween, put a better completion percentage, yards, touchdowns, and less interceptions than Mac Jones, and he plays for the Texans, who are terrible. So I'm really worried about Mac Jones. I don't know if the veil has kind of been lifted a little bit, maybe, and it's like, because he really doesn't have another gear. He's good and he's accurate, but Mac Jones does not have another gear, it seems like.
I've just been asked the question by Sam.
Take it.
And I think it kind of leads into
this. Of course.
I want the Bills to win the Super Bowl, because of the people of Buffalo deserve a Super Bowl, and they can get that monkey off the back, as it was, and I think they'll win against the Patriots as well. I think you obviously, because I want them to get the Super Bowl, but I think I just think that the firepower that the Bills have again, you said he hasn't got enough ability to go to the next level. I feel the same way. I feel the opposite about that Bills team. The Bills team have basically won games by coasting most of the time, or they've lost. But that Bills team has the ability to just outscore you.
It's a good team, that Bills team. Also, for anybody who hasn't seen Sorry, I'll just say this before you go on, Nemo. If anybody hasn't seen The Four Falls of Buffalo on Disney Plus, very, very good documentary about the 4 years they went to the Super
Amazing.
Bowl and didn't win any. It really is
Really
interesting.
amazing.
It's just great, and it's just great NFL. I don't know. It's a great education in that era of the Bills. It's just really cool. It's just really
Yeah.
cool to see it. You know, Jim Kelly and that no huddle offense. Like, it's kind of nuts to think that they played in it. They played, their whole strategy was to play no huddle. How fit do you have to be to play NFL with no time between plays? For anybody who doesn't know what no huddle means, it means that after a play is finished, you just immediately run and start doing another one. You don't take the 40 seconds to decide a
Go
play.
straight to the line.
And that was how their offense played all game, every game, all the way through. And they went to 4 Super Bowls playing like that.
To be fair, the Rams did it like a couple of years ago when they went to Super Bowl.
But yeah, they weren't always no huddle. Like
they lined up in the same formation every time though.
Yeah, but they took 40 seconds to decide to do that though.
No, they were pretty much no huddle though. I would say for most of the time they were pretty much no huddle.
Either way, it's an incredible documentary. So I highly recommend it. Anyway, Nima, I interrupted you. Carry on. What were you going to say?
I forgot.
You forgot.
Well,
Okay.
anyway, yeah,
I
I want the
completely
Bills to
forgot. I
win
have
the
no
Super
idea.
Bowl, Sam. I think the Bills are going to win this game, and I think it's going to be a wild card weekend.
I've got it.
Definitely.
It was a question. Do the Bills have they still got injuries on defense?
That is a
'Cause
good question.
Weren't they missing their top cornerback?
Oh no, he's out for the he's out for the season 100%.
Right, that surely.
Tre'Davious White is
Tre'Davious White's still out. I think
I'm checking now.
they, as far as I knew, I thought they had a few injuries.
So Mario Addison is out. Ryan Bates, Cole Beasley, Deion Dawkins, F8 Obada was out. Ed Oliver was out. Emmanuel Sanders was out.
They're resting Diggs.
And then Jerry Hughes and Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs were rested, as was Mario Addison.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to see. But to be
Quite
fair,
a hefty number of
yeah. I mean, Ed Oliver is a big loss. Like, because
Yeah.
basically their defensive line
is
is
their
injured
strength, I would
and
say,
then
aside
rested.
from-
Yeah.
Yeah. Aside from their offense and obviously their QB, I think their D line is formidable. They drafted someone like I can't remember who they drafted. It was at D line. Bills draft 2021. I just need to double check this. Yeah, Gregory Rousseau. That was it. Yeah, they drafted D end and yeah.
Right, let's
It's
move.
going to be a wicked game, divisional game. So it's going to be fiery. It's going to be wicked.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad it's not the late game. I think. Oh no, it is the late game. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we've decided on that. Let's move to the Raiders Bengals, which is I know it won't be the game because there's other games. I think it might be game of the weekend though, potentially. I think it has potential to really, really be a high-scoring, epic game because like Derek Carr and Joe Burrow are just out and out gunslingers. They don't care about picks. They want big throws. They want to take it to the house every time.
Yeah.
I think the Bengals will be slightly favored because I think they obviously made the playoffs with a game to go. I think as much as I love Hunter Renfrow, I don't think he's as good as Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is just I haven't. I mean, even Justin Jefferson is like I think like Jamar Chase just has something about him where it's just like he just has that like Most quality where it's like he can just out jump you. He is physical. He's huge. He's so fast. That touchdown he scored against the Chiefs where he caught it on like a slant and then outran 7 of the Chiefs defenders to get it. Like it's absolutely insane. But part of me would like. I don't think I mind who wins here because I've got Burrow fever and I think Joe Burrow is like the coolest guy in the world. But how can you not be excited by the Raiders and their story this season? Do you know what I mean? Like to overcome what they've overcome.
Adversity. That big old NFL word.
Yeah, adversity. Yeah,
Adversity.
that is a favorite.
word.
That is a favorite. So okay, so yeah, so I mean, I think the Bengals will win personally. What about you guys? What do you?
Bengals will edge it.
I think
Bengals.
Bengals too.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
chat
think-
thoughts.
I think Jamar Chase
Sorry,
is
Jack
too
Faz.
much of a game changer. Then again, like you said, the the Raiders have got they can run the game out if they need to. Josh Jacobs is good. Their defense was making plays. I don't know if they'll keep that up because they're not known for it.
On the subject of Josh Jacobs, actually, and and this is going back to the Chargers now. The Chargers always had a bad run defense, but did you know that in the fourth quarter and overtime, Josh Jacobs ran for more yards in the Chargers last night than he averaged all season?
That's insane.
He averaged 50 yards a game, and in the fourth quarter overtime, he rushed for nearly 100 yards. Yeah. So the Chargers defense could just do nothing about it. And coming back to the Bengals game, they have to watch out for that because, the Raiders do have a good running game. Their O-line is okay considering that they basically lost every single player in free agency last year. But it's whether their defense can hold Burrow and
agreed.
Jamar Chase. And Mixon and T. Higgins. That's just a great four guys. But they have a good pass rush. The Raiders get pressure, and Joe Burrow is the most sacked quarterback in the league. So this is why I think it could be game of the year. I just think it's going to be a lot of big hits, a lot of 3 and outs, a lot of one play touchdown drives, and it's going to be very similar to the Chargers game, like the Chargers-Reds game last night, where it's just great quarterbacks just playing for keeps, and it's just going to be great. I'm really
That's going to be a fun
excited.
game. It's also a 9:00 game, so it's not going to be. It's not
yes,
super
is
late.
it 9 o'clock Saturday or Sunday?
9:30 Saturday.
Yes. What's the late game on Saturday?
Late game on Saturday is the Bills Patriots, 1 a.m. Sunday 16th.
Okay. Also, on the subject of that chat, while we mentioned that, we are looking to sort of increase how much we stream. We may do a what was it called? A side stream something. Sports.
I call it a watch-a-thon.
There's a word for it, but we may do a watch-a-thon over the weekend of one of the games, or we'll have it up like this, but we'll be watching the games, and so you can have the games on, and we can sort of have the chat going, discuss things like that, very similar to this, but there'll just be a game on, but there won't be a game on our screen because we'll get sued for copyright.